to another product review. So this one is for something I got in an Ipsy box a while back, and this is the Tula Skincare Probiotic Skincare Protecting Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel Broad Spectrum SPF 30. It has UVA and UVB protection. So, it's formulated without parabens, phthalates, mineral oil and petrolatum, SLS and SLES, formaldehyde-releasing preservatives, triclosan, fragrance, gluten, or dairy. They're cruelty-free, they're non-comedogenic, I always say genetic, and they won't clog your pores. So, sunscreen you'll love to wear. Your daily SPF plus protection against pollution and blue light. Gel goes on clear, even skin tone, and gives you a gorgeous glow. Active ingredients for the sunscreen are octisalate 5%, avobenzone 3%, and homosalate 10%. It's used to prevent sunburns. If used as directed with other sunscreen measures, see directions, decreases risk of skin cancer and early aging caused by the sun. Warnings for external use only. Do not use on damaged or broken skin. So my zit right here that I keep messing with, I better not put it there. When using this product, keep out of eyes, rinse with water to remove, stop and ask a doctor if rash occurs. If swallowed, get medical help or contact poison control. Directions! Apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. That's it. So, probiotics to hydrate and prevent water loss and help strengthen the skin barrier. Pineapple and papaya help to promote even skin tone. And wild butterfly ginger root protects against blue light stress, which, especially in this day and age with how much screen time we're all getting, is a good thing. So, obviously, I will have to check back in to let you know about how well it does for the actual sun protection and whether or not it caused any weird reactions, but for the actual application, I can let you know what it's like, how it looks, how it smells, how it feels, all that stuff right off the bat. I can tell you this retails for $36 for a tube this size. That to me is insane. But it is reef safe, so I mean, protecting the barrier reef, that's always a good thing. And I mean, it does have a lot of good stuff in it, so can't complain there. I do fear it's going to smell like coconut, because this is not even open yet. I smell it. Let's see here. Nothing else on here that it didn't already see on the box. So I can just get rid of that box after this, but okay, let's look at it. So, it's got a nice thin little applicator on it, so that's always nice. I'm going to take my glasses off to make this a little easier, but anyway. Weirdly, now that the cap's off, I don't smell it nearly as much as I did with the cap on. Go figure. I have no idea what's up with that. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's got a lot more body to it than I was expecting. Let's see. Woo! Alright, alright. So, texture-wise, it's got a lot of air bubbles in it. And this is the color. It's a slightly yellowy shade that hopefully won't tint my skin that color. Website says it's alcohol-free, but weirdly it totally smells like it has alcohol in it. And I don't know why. It smells like rum. I hope it doesn't stay looking that greasy, because, oh my goodness. My goodness. I'll give it a bit to sink in and do whatever it all's gonna do, but like, for real, yo. My goodness. Again, being careful to avoid the area where I got the broken skin. I might know why it might smell like alcohol. That might be the lactobacillus or whatever it is, whatever the hell ferment that's in here for the probiotics. Maybe that's what I'm smelling, actually. Come to think of it. That's almost definitely what that smell is. Okay. Because the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what the hell would smell like alcohol if it's alcohol-free? Ferment wood. Okay. Okay. That does make sense. So, I will give it some time to absorb in, and we'll check back. But as of right now, I'm like, oh boy, I look like a grease ball. That's not my idea of a glow, but we'll see. Maybe it just needs some time to sink in and do what all is gonna do. But, as of right now, it's very shiny. I see why they're like, oh yeah, you could wear primer on top of it and put your makeup on top of that. I'm like, yeah, it would definitely show through at that level. My goodness. My goodness. But, it's not an overwhelming scent, at least, so that is nice. It doesn't smell like I thought it would. Now that it's on, it doesn't smell coconutty, so I am grateful for that. But boy, this extreme shininess that looks way greasy, I am not sure how I'm feeling about that one, so I'll check back in a little bit and let you know if it ever absorbed more or if it does indeed stay that shiny. Okay, so it's been on for a while, and while it doesn't look as greasy, it does still have a greasy look to it. But what's interesting is if you touch it, it doesn't feel greasy, even though there's a little bit of shine that comes off on the fingers, so obviously there's some kind of oil or something there. I don't really know what it is, and it's weird, but I guess this is how shiny it's gonna stay. It's more acceptable now than it was right at first, but it's still oilier looking than I'd like it to be, so I don't know. I haven't quite made up my mind on how I feel about that yet, so I'll keep you posted. Alright, so some more thoughts about that Tula skincare probiotic skin sunscreen. I almost said skin screen. So I've been using it for a while now, just A, to get it used up before it goes bad, and B, to get more of a feel for it to complete this review. And while it definitely works at what it does and as far as the sunscreen goes, and I have no complaints there, and I have learned to mitigate that oily look because once it's been on, I don't know, 20 minutes, you can like blot your skin with your hand and bring down the shininess that way. And it helps immensely. I wish someone would have told me sooner that that is a thing, because yeah, if you don't even so much as touch it, it just stays super shiny, greasy looking, and it's not so attractive. I still can't speak one way or the other in terms of the probiotic aspect of it, if it's good, bad, or otherwise. But, huge but here, and I don't know if it's anything specific to this specific sunscreen or just sunscreens in general at this point in history where we have to wear masks out in public, since I have to wear one to work. If you put it on, and then shortly thereafter, put on a mask to go to work all day in, I guarantee you, you will end up with breakouts. Quite a few of them. Big, horrible, cystic ones when you do. So, learn from my mistakes, because I have learned them several times over now, because it's happened every time I've tried to wear it with a mask. That is, if I put it on even within a couple hours of putting it on. So I'm just like, see, I don't even know how long it's still active for actual sun protection after putting it on. Whereas you put on I don't know. It's a very weird gray area with this. But regardless, just saying, if you put it on, even within a couple hours of putting on that sunscreen, you will get horrible breakouts. Or at least that has been my experience with it. Maybe you have had other experiences and yours have gone better. If so, that's fantastic, and I am thrilled for you, but my experience with it has not been so glowing. It has broken me out horribly every single time I've tried to wear it under a mask. With the exception of the one day that I put it on like 4 hours before I put a mask on, and by then I had like blotted down the excess oiliness and stuff. I don't know if that helped or not, but I tried that on other days where it was closer to when I put on the mask and it didn't make a difference. So I really don't know I would say for these COVID times, it may not be the best one to put on if you're putting it on anywhere underneath where a mask is going to go. If you're putting it on just parts of your face where it doesn't cover, you might be good. And you might be asking, why would you put it on underneath a mask? And I would ask myself the same thing. I guess just force of habit, you go to put it on your face and you find yourself putting it on the whole face instead of just the forehead and like maybe right here to the bridge of the nose. I don't know. It's force of habit. So, what can I tell you other than that? That's just been my experience, but it's definitely hampered my experience with it and made me not want to wear it on days I go to work. But those are ironically the days that, if ever I'm gonna need it more, it's probably on those days where I'm in front of big glass floor-to-ceiling windows that let in tons and tons of sunlight. So, I mean, yeah, technically I'm indoors, but I'm still getting the sun rays on me directly, so it does feel beneficial to an extent, but I mean, half my face is under a mask. I mean, I realize half of it may just be use rare, don't put it under the mask, you won't have an effing problem, but then again, that doesn't help me when comes break time, I need to take the mask off to eat and drink and stuff and put it back on, although granted, yeah, it's not that long it's off for. But just, like I said, it's force of habit. I just find myself erring towards not using it at all on work days because of this horrid thing that it does to my skin if it's under a mask. But on days that I've worn it when I've not gone to work, I've just been at home. Even when I've gone outside and stuff, but I've been at home. No issues with that. It's only when it's been under the mask. So I would say if you don't have to wear it with a mask, you're probably good to go. Or if you wear it on just the parts of your face that aren't under a mask, again, probably good to go. Don't put it under a mask. Because whatever it is that's going on between your skin and that cloth, boy, apparently certain skin types, like I said, I can't speak for everyone, but especially for my skin, it just does not like it. And it freaks the F out. But I don't want to, like, bring down my entire view of the product as a whole based on that, since, like I said, I've used it days where I haven't had to wear a mask, and it's been great. So, I just wanted to throw that caveat out there that, hey, if you're gonna wear that, quick note, don't do it this way, do it this way. So, that being said, I really don't know what to rate this in terms of a number rating. I still feel like it's an awfully expensive sunscreen for what it is. I still don't know if the probiotic features in it actually offer all that much to your skin, if it makes it worth it more so than, like, a more standard sunscreen that costs less that you find all over the place, readily available for, like, a fraction of the cost. I don't know. I just don't have enough info on the topic to fairly say, and from what all research I have tried to do on this, it seems like other people are in that same boat of, we just don't know enough to know. I mean, there's some science that it hints towards it, but no one knows for sure yet. So, I mean, depends on how cutting edge you want to be. Now, for the blue light protection, I would say it's probably fantastic for that, and I have yet to see that in another sunscreen. So if you want it more for that than anything, go for it. Go nuts. Knock yourself out. Because, yeah, I've so far not seen another sunscreen pop up with that in it. Again, if you have, leave them down below, because I have not seen that elsewhere. But I'd be happy to take a look if you point me in the right direction. But yeah, as the only one that's offered that I've seen so far, that is a unique point in its favor. That does give it some validity and some application in my life to keep using it, at least until the tube's gone. But just as a sunscreen in general, I don't think I see myself repurchasing this one. I think I'll use it till it's gone and then move on with my life. But that's just me. That's just me. So, anyway guys, that's it for this one. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, everything and more is all down below. Have you used this product before? What were your experiences with it? Are you more knowledgeable on this topic than I am and can offer some insights on it? Leave all of that down below in the comments. I would love to have a discussion here on it. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, which helps so much, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, bye-bye.